That's
Yeah.
the whole town got to hate you, bro. That's insane. You're like the town troll.
You guys know that they did a PSA about me?
Yo, what's a PSA?
I wouldn't be surprised.
School did.
What's a PSA?
Surprised.
How's it going today, everybody? We're going to be covering Uncle Gums, aka the Herbert of the Lolcow community. You see, Uncle Gums every now and then likes to pack his bags and leaves and just hopes that everyone cares. You know, he pulls that old school Eric Cartman, screw you guys, I'm going home. But all he ever gets is crickets. And for the most part, everyone's just like, he probably went to jail when we move on with our life. And Uncle Gums, he just can't stand that. And he's like, I've got to get their attention one last time. I mean, I've just got to. And I've told you guys before, I've left Uncle Gums alone just so I didn't give him any attention, the oh so desperate attention he wants. But then Uncle Gums does some of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen, and we just gotta talk about it. And here today is one of those. As you guys heard in the intro of the video, no, that's not a lie, Uncle Gums has a PSA out about him in his local community. It's gotten so bad that the school district is like, hey, we've got to inform the parents and the students that this guy is lurking around Snapchat and a complete danger that apparently is going unchecked, so we've got to do something about it. I want you guys to think about this, that normally when we cover the Lolcows, that we speculate on things getting to this point. For Uncle Gums, he's already there, and that's probably because he's been doing this for years. The Uncle Gums account is just the one that's got a lot of notoriety to it. Apparently, he's been doing this for years with 15 plus accounts that have came and went, and you would think that Uncle Gums would be ashamed of this, but no. He's been doing this for so long, he's proud of it. When you mention that there's a PSA about him, that people think he's a menace, he just laughs and smiles because he's just, like I said, he's just so proud of all that he's accomplished, all his degeneracy. He believes he's the new name of weird, and he just revels in it. And that's not all that Uncle Gums has done here recently. I mean, he's seen all the other Lolcows that we've covered, and he's like, man, I just want to go and hang out with them. He's went and bought Nova's paracord in hopes that they could meet up potentially or something like that. And we've all joked that Uncle Gums is actually Nova's real true and honest uncle. But, you know, I think Uncle Gums has taken that to heart and really wants to make it come true. And then he buddies up to a lolcaf known as Cyanide who donates to Cyrax, and it's like Uncle Gums just won't quit. And so here we are today, after Uncle Gums fled the internet for about 3 weeks, he's came back to announce that there's a PSA on him and to get into arguments with people on TikTok.
Brian wants you to lick him.
Hi, Brian. Turn on your camera so I can give you a proper kiss.
Hell no.
How old are you, Brian?
Oh, he's 13.
I'll give me that.
15.
Bro.
He prefers them that young.
I'll make it cozy for you.
Yo.
Uncle Gums.
Oh, could you give Zuhair 5-ton licks?
We'll tell your parents.
Yo.
Yo, where's Zuhair at? Where's Zuhair at, bro?
Tell the
Uncle
local
Gums, am I
police.
cute? Look at my profile picture.
Yo, someone bring Zuhair up here, man.
Oh yeah, Zuhair. Okay,
Uncle Gums, do I look cute in my profile picture?
I'm
What was
sorry. I'm sorry, but just because you're underage, not everybody is a winner.
Yo.
Damn,
Uncle Gums, why is everyone calling you a?
Because lemurs.
Because
Because of lemur.
So,
lemur.
Uncle Gums, do you
We
like?
we got worse issues to take care of.
Wait, Uncle Gums, do you like? No.
Not in the way you're thinking.
But what?
No, I'm not registered.
But you were.
No, I was never registered.
See, when Uncle Gums is in his element, guys, when he thinks nobody is watching and he's just alone in these group chats, he can just act as weird as possible. Look at what he's doing. And then when he runs off, he runs away and he's like, I don't know why these Lolcow channels keep making videos on me. Why would they do it? I can't wrap my mind around it. As far as I pull this beanie down, nothing comes to mind. And it's like, you know, first off, Uncle Gums, you asked for it. Like, you asked every single one of us to make a video on you, and it's like, it's probably a good thing that we did because the PSA in your town might not have been made. That's actually one good thing you might have done. But besides that, you just hope to get less attention on you, and then videos like this spring back up where you're saying, oh, whoa, not everybody is a winner towards Uncle Gums, so you're picking and choosing. You know how absolutely disgusting that sounds? Like, any parent in the world would be appalled to hear that. I want you guys to think about this. Could you imagine if like your cousin texted you, right? And was like, hey, I just found a video of your uncle on the internet saying things like this, the exact same thing Uncle Gums is saying right now. How would you feel? Would you want to go around him? Would you think, oh, he's just joking, he jokes like that all the time? Or would you be concerned? I'm going to say at least 99% of you would be concerned with what's going on and what's coming out of Uncle Gums' mouth.
My free time, I think of corny rhymes to sing.
Yeah.
You think of gooning to
So Uncle Gums, what do you think a little is like?
What do you mean?
Like, do you like little or no? Like,
Not all little girls.
yeah.
oh,
Oh, not all. So like, there's a majority that are. Dude,
Little girls, you like.
I like adults and little
Adults.
girls and little boys and teenagers.
Oh,
and
no.
cats
Brian,
and animals.
Brian, you hear this, Brian? Brian, you hear this, Brian? Brian, you hear this, right, bro?
Whoever's on TikTok, you give them a like,
you do more than a like. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you got your Snapchat stories and everything, man. I don't know. You probably ask Uncle Gums why he talks to.
What, bro?
Sometimes they want to be featured in a video to be sung about.
So you
You're gonna put me in your back. You're gonna put me in the back of your car. You're gonna unlawfully arrest me.
Arso, please camera on, Arso.
See my fucking hell no. He ain't licking me.
Arso,
Gums, has anyone told you you look like Walter White from Breaking Bad?
what
Heard
brother?
that before.
Wait, no, he looks like Mike. Actually, no, he looks like Mike Emerald.
Brian looks like
Yeah,
Bob
it
the
looks like
Builder.
Mike. Dude.
Velocity, if I message you, you'll spread it for me?
That's
yeah.
the whole town got to hate you, bro. That's insane. You're like the
They did
town troll.
You guys know that they did a PSA about me?
Yo, what's the PSA?
I wouldn't be surprised.
School did.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They did a
You're like the town's urban legend, dude. Like a folk.
Yeah,
hero.
so
Don't
what's
go
the
to
PSA,
near
bro?
Uncle
Like,
Gums' house.
Wait, what is the PSA?
Kids see him in the woods, they run away. That's why he's on the registry, dude.
We gotta think. We don't gotta be.
If you're not on the registry, Uncle Gums, then why would they make a PSA about you?
Yeah.
they were just scared.
Why?
They're scared of the monster inside Uncle Gums. They were scared of the bunny.
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting for a new wig to come in.
A new what?
Bro, why?
And you guys see, Uncle Gums, he likes to make it like a joke. Like, yeah, you know, I like pictures of all kinds of people, of all kinds of age ranges, just like you probably do. Don't you like pictures of your family members of varying ages on your Facebook accounts? Like, yeah, most people do, but they're not in the same boat as you, Uncle Gums. You're getting caught up every single day about being a Puerta. You're not to be trusted. When you're liking photos like that, people instantly assume there's something weird going on. And just to show you guys that Uncle Gums has a repeated history of this, someone sent me some messages a long time, well, it wasn't that long ago, like maybe a month or two, like, hey, I used to talk to Uncle Gums a really long time ago, and he used to send me and my teenage friends some very odd messages. Well, not all of them were teenagers, but some of them in the group were, and Uncle Gums freaked these people out so bad that some of the younger members, like, remember this to this day, like, yeah, Uncle Gums, like, kind of like really scared me. Like he had me really freaking out. Like this is the kind of stuff Uncle Gums is putting on to other people, and this is such a huge block of messages. Like I'm gonna have to piece it up, but I'll just read out some of it to you guys. And there is tons of more messages like this. If you guys want, just tell me to release them on Twitter and I'll crop out the person who sent them to me, and I'll just give you guys a whole lore dump of Uncle Gum's dreams that he apparently sent to these teenagers for some reason. But here's the reading of one of them. Oh yeah, I also had and I'm not going to read like Uncle Gum's. I had another dream. I was in this great big apartment building, but for some reason, it was connected to some strange laboratory that had figured out how to create asteroids. But it was in such a barbaric state because tests were locked in random connected rooms. Some were aware, some were in the process of being connected to their circuits that controlled their animatronic arms or legs. Most rooms had discarded, either in cold storage containers. Well, you guys get the idea. Uncle Gums has been incredibly weird even back then. What kind of messages is this to send to teen? You should be sending this to your therapist, not them. They need to be the ones thinking about what's going on in your head. Why do this? Why? Just why at all, Uncle Gums? And then we gotta talk about this PSA that's happened to Uncle Gums. It's like, I wonder how much money they had to spend on that ad space for commercial time with how long Uncle Gums talks. Sometimes I'll be editing these videos and I'm like, okay, just edit his long breath out there and just slide these right together. That probably took 5 minutes for them to even get close to explaining how bad Uncle Gums is and showing some picture proof and some videos of him. All jokes aside, Uncle Gums, you are getting PSAs on you. I have never even heard about that. When I was in school, all of the PSAs were like, hey kids, stay off drugs. Yeah, I mean, none of you do. Once you get out of high school, it's like 60%, but you guys better stop it. Don't you be the ones. And we're all like, we've got this, chief. Don't look at us funny like that. And we all believed we was. And then we became like 20 years old. It went downhill for there. Not me in particularly, but for most people I knew. But in Uncle Gum's area, he's made it so bad, he's the local legend that you're riding down the street on Halloween and you're like, hey, do you want to go to that creepy old man's house, you know, Uncle Gums? You're like, oh, that's a myth. What are you even talking about, dude? Like, Uncle Gums isn't a real person. He just doesn't stalk around his neighborhood wearing his beanie with a knapsack full of potential, you know what? You know, he doesn't do that. And then you roll down through the neighborhood and there he is, the real local legend.
Like him? You like him, Uncle Gums?
Well, if you're a young black man, you can climb this banana tree.
When you doing Snapchat, you get banned. When you doing Snapchat,
You know what I used to do on Snapchat?
what you used to do on Snapchat?
And whoever would send me whenever girls would bots, I thought they were bots, would send me when they wanted to be Cash App.
Yeah.
They would be telling me to send them money for pictures.
And you would send them all the money you got.
No, I would send them a video of me, you know.
It's not looking
Then
good.
they would say "ew" and block me.
Alex,
Ew, that's
hold on.
nasty.
Probably because they're.
My other idea was to take find a baby doll
Yeah.
and take off its little.
Yo, hey, let us finish talking, guys. Let me finish talking. Continue.
Then put them on my finger and twirl them around.
Yo, ain't no way, bro.
Jesus Christ, bro.
What encourages you to do this? Like, why do you like to do this, bro? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like,
Because it's nobody else's. Well, other people are doing it, but I'm doing it.
I don't see nobody
No,
so,
You're like
so
one
you
of those
prefer a 15-year-old or like a 50-year-old? Like, which one? I'm trying to figure
50.
out. You sure?
Yeah.
So
What?
So you like the boys more or the girls more? Like what's the preferred type?
Femboys.
Femboys?
You get the best of both worlds.
Oh my God. Got it.
Damn.
I hope God got mercy on you.
Or a femboy
Okay.
furry.
So
Oh yes, Uncle Gums, I bet you thought they were bots. You were probably thinking they were bots the entire time you was about to send that message, the entire time you was getting ready for it. Yeah, everyone here listening to this video believes you 100%. It's not like you have a history of doing things very similar to that. And do you guys remember that Uncle Gums got caught up for snapping people he shouldn't have inappropriately? Like, this is something Uncle Gums has done, and now he's admitting to this, but claiming that they were bots, and then saying that they replied, "Ooh, why did you send this to me?" So yes, I'm sure they were bots, and yeah, I bet they were just people looking for money from you, because you definitely look like a guy who has some money. Now, you may look like a potential buyer for some of these people that do stuff like that, you know, sell their content to people like you, but I seriously doubt that you had enough people coming your way on Snapchat for you to remember this and to so proudly tell people about it, but then you remember what you're caught up for and you're like, maybe I should backtrack a little bit. And it's even funnier when you consider that this is the same guy who is constantly saying, I don't know why people make videos on me. I mean, it's not like I asked them to in the first place, and it's not like I do stuff like this second off. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, guys, that I had to completely cut out of this video for obvious reasons, is that Uncle Gums pulled a Cyrax. While he was talking to these people, he just exposed himself out of nowhere and just acted like it was no big deal. I mean, they reacted poorly, but what do you guys think Uncle Gums did? Do you think he was ashamed of himself? Or did he pull the camera back up smiling ear to ear, the only thing you could see under that beanie? Now we're going to move on to another video that Uncle Gums made with some other people just a few days later, and it turns out things weren't going very well for Uncle Gums. You know, in the past, you know, just about 3 or 4 days prior, he was all happy about being in a PSA and that potentially the cops were going to be coming for him, but all of a sudden they did, and now Uncle Gums is confronting the person that called the cops on him. Because now that the cops are knocking, they've just completely ruined Uncle Gums' day. No longer can he sit on Snapchat creeping 24/7, buying Nova cord bracelets from his favorite nephew. And now Uncle Gums can no longer sit on Discord and chat with his favorite lolcow 24/7 Cyanide as they sit there and discuss how much they're going to donate to Cyrax the next day. He just can't do that in peace anymore. So now he's going to go confront his haters.
Called already, right?
Yeah, I know.
Are they coming?
Okay.
Do you guys know what a
do you wanna
FOIA request
defend
is?
yourself? I'm talking to you nicely. Do you want to defend yourself or no?
Do you know what a FOIA request is?
What? What?
And you've called the cops on me, Mama, right?
Correct.
So when the cops contact me, I can request who made the call about me.
So many videos. Why?
The videos before tonight that the guy created, that DA, whatever his name is,
May I come up?
Leaping Lemur. He made 3 videos about me. His friends in the Lolcow troll community.
They have something to say. They say,
they copied what he did.
Hold on. Let him
and their friends copied what they did, and that's why there's multiple videos.
I got cussing.
See on TikTok.
And I'm glad that DJ Fox in here. They've all been in here with us.
Wait, Queen, is your kid on TikTok? Is your nephew on TikTok?
No. And
okay,
oh my God.
That's good.
Greg,
that's good.
your dumbass didn't ask this shit last time in the live earlier.
On TikTok. Well, is that a crime that I asked her if her kid was on TikTok?
Why your son was just so
bad. But it's
bad.
weird. It's literally so weird. Thank you for the
weird to ask.
Username. Hi.
It's weird that I then said. It's weird that I then said. That's good that your kid is not on TikTok. Yeah, I'm a whole new different level of weird.
Of trolling?
Yeah.
Is that your little excuse of trolling? I'm a troll?
Trust, we know.
We know.
You're not a troll, Uncle Gums. You're just not. That's not what trolls do.
Well, anyone has of a troll.
He weasels his way around the
Lots
accounts.
of adults talk on TikTok.
Yeah, but not like you,
bro.
We
done it before. Done it like 10 times already.
What?
Yeah.
How many accounts do you have, Uncle Gums?
I told you already. Can you count?
You're done.
No, you didn't tell me actually.
I just said I've done it 10 times already.
10 times? Okay, how many accounts do you have left?
Sorry.
Why are you covering your
You're
eyes?
probably not a
Because
virgin, dude.
this is
You're
a
probably
character. This is
weirdo
my
who's on a
character, Uncle
register.
Gums.
Really?
Yeah, it's all
If I had
strong.
my real name up here, I wouldn't have a
by
mask
Uncle
on.
Gums.
Your character's
The
about
biggest
to be in
rage
jail
baiter.
soon.
I also have another character called Uncle Bunny. Where
Yeah,
it's
and
a
Uncle
bunny
Bunny likes
mask.
to physically
Same
touch
hood,
kids.
same
That's what Uncle
thing.
Bunny does.
Have eye holes cut out with a wig.
I'm good.
Alright, thank you so much. Thank you.
Uncle Bunny is a
I'm
Uncle
sorry,
Bunny-
guys.
femboy
You little
furry
weirdo.
trying to find its way in the
Yes.
world.
Hey.
Sure.
I'm coming in.
Yeah, I'm
My
talking to
SWAT.
I wanted to know if I was doing
You wanted to
anything
know how old they
illegal.
were? Like
You
for mystery games,
are!
Uncle Gums?
Man, it's not illegal to
I
watch
was not
anime.
arrested, so therefore it's not
No,
illegal.
Dragon.
So here's the thing when it comes to you being a lolcow, Uncle Gums, and you saying that it's just because people make videos on you that you've now got this reputation. You have got to put the actions in for these videos to be made. And let's be clear about this as well. There's plenty of other people that people like me and other creators in this category have made videos on, and people like, we don't really think they're a lolcow. Like Shift comes to mind, like in particular. Like, they'll tell us if they don't believe this is a lolcow, and we should move on to other subjects. We never get comments like that when it comes to Uncle Gums. It's all like, oh my gosh, Uncle Gums is back again. Why? Why couldn't he have just been in jail this time around? It's like, yeah, I don't know, guy, but here he is. And now this is what's happening again. So you can't just say it's because people like me are making videos on you. It's because yourself. I wouldn't have a single second of footage if you wasn't doing stuff like this. And when it comes to you asking if someone's on TikTok, it's weird because of your history, like we've mentioned earlier, Uncle Gums. People wouldn't mind it. They'd be like probably thinking you're asking because you're just concerned. But when it comes to you asking it, we know it's weird and we know what your follow-up is. It's like, yeah, I pretend to be weird on TikTok so like I can prove that there's other weirdos, like actual quote-unquote weirdos on there so that I can save people. Like, I'm not the only guy in the world who's got a PSA made on me like this. You're in an exclusive club, Uncle Gums. When you said you was making yourself a whole new definition of weird, like, that might actually be true. You might have actually done that for yourself. And it gets even creepier when you go on to say that, yeah, I have multiple personas that I go on and act like my Uncle Bunny character, which is 10 times creepier. Like, if you've seen the Uncle Bunny character, you guys will definitely be creeped out with what you have saw. And it definitely makes me think that if you've had like 10 or 15 accounts like this, that means you've probably been caught up in some way or another 10 or 15 times for you to even bring up these accounts or even mention that this happened. Because if it was just like your regular Facebook, I don't think you would mention that something like this had happened. So the fact that you've lost 10 or 15 in like who knows how many years, it just goes to show that Uncle Gums has probably been like this for a very long time in his life, and it's just now that he's fully getting exposed for it. But I guess that's enough for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.